Gavin's third driving lesson, we focused on turning and lane changes, and his mastery of the primary controls, the steering wheel, the throttle, and the brake had greatly improved with the slow speed maneuvers that we worked on in the second lesson. Today we're going to do the third driving lesson, show you how to do turns and lane changes for the purposes of passing your driver's test and being a safer, smarter driver. Stick around, we'll be right back with that information.
Off like I heard a turtle. Went to put my foot on the clutch. So when you get a blind corner like this, you just kind of want to poke out right until you can see.
Oh yeah.
Somebody asked me to do a video on speed bumps. But I guess they're a big deal in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates.
Oh. That's funky.
Touchy brakes.
Yeah. Ever since I started driving, I've noticed I look around like I'm driving, even when I'm just like in the passenger seat.
So always brake in a straight line and then come around the corner. Checking over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Staying to the outside, you're going to get a better line of sight, especially around these corners like this. And here it goes from 1 lane to 2 lane, and when it goes 1 lane to 2 lane, signal, shoulder check, and then drift over into the outside lane. Cancel your signal. And when you're sitting at the light, the other traffic's already gone, but you can see the green over here.
Yeah.
Right? It'll go to yellow, it'll go to red, and then from red, there'll be a 2-second delay from the time this one goes red till yours goes green. There's a 2-second delay.
Is that for like people that accidentally like run through?
Yeah, it's a safety buffer to prevent red light runners. So what happens is if somebody runs the red, there's a 2-second, so they're already in the intersection. So the hope of the engineering practice is that you'll see them and not pull into the intersection in front of them. That's what that's designed for.
That's good.
All right, so lane changes here. I got a car coming up here. I just turned my signal on. 3 flashes, shoulder check, and then when I move across, I speed up a little bit because I'm going on a diagonal, and you're covering more ground, so you speed up a little bit to maintain the same speed.
Okay.
And here you've got a crosswalk, so there's solid white lines. You don't want to cross solid white lines on a driver's test. So at crosswalks, there's going to be a solid white line, and as you're approaching intersections, so see here, you've got solid white lines.
Yeah.
So that deters you from making lane changes in that space.
So at that crosswalk, I'm supposed to, like, if I'm doing my end test, only stop there if there's pedestrians?
Only stop there if there's pedestrians, yes.
And is it 30 here?
No.
Okay, or is it? It's only the side end. Yeah, I think I went 50 here on my end test.
Yeah, it is 50 here because there's no speed zone in front of the school here.
Yeah, it just says school zone.
Right. And so from where you're sitting, this is where we want to stop, right?
Yeah.
And when you're sitting in a queue like this, of course, 2 hands on the steering wheel, blah, blah, blah. The light's still green. I can just kind of see it over there.
Yeah, it's yellow and then...
Yeah. This one will have an advanced green. Nope, there's nobody in it. Okay, now if you want to change lanes, you got to come across, signal on. Okay, 3 flashes. Shoulder check, speed up, shoulder checking again. Okay, just like that.
do the shoulder check
Rear
after.
signal shoulder check. Okay. Slowing down. Shoulder check. Turning the steering wheel.
You do the shoulder check after the 3 ticks?
Yeah, so shoulder check immediately, and then look ahead, and then shoulder check again just immediately before turning. Okay, scanning the intersection, we're good. Turn the corner, and see, I was right down to about 10K there.
Yeah.
Rear signal shoulder check, checking my rear view mirror, and then this one here, there's no line here, so I stop at the edge where the 2 roads kind of meet. There is kind of a sidewalk there. Kind of, sort of. That's a discretionary thing. And then immediately before you go, you shoulder check. This guy's insisting on taking the whole road. And when that happens, just stop.
Yeah.
Okay, just stop, wait for him to go by, and then carry on. Okay, don't force a situation like that. If you are the least bit unsure of what to do in the situation,
Just stop.
just stop. Okay, same thing here. No sidewalks. Stop at the edge where the 2 roads meet. Shoulder check, creep up. Just creep up a little bit here, and it's good, and then we go. And then we're in a school zone, right? 30, because it's not 5 yet.
Yeah.
Get down to 30. Okay, rear signal shoulder check. Edge of the 2 roads meet. There's no sidewalks, no lines. Complete stop at the edge. So you can kind of see that little crack there. That's kind of your edge, right? But it's unlikely they're going to bring you down here. It's a little bit far from the test center.
Yeah.
Then left turns, mirror signal shoulder check. They've got the control, shoulder check, hand over hand. And then halfway through the turn, when you come around the turn, halfway is where you start to accelerate, because that's when you're done the turn.
Okay.
Rear signal shoulder check. Into your lane. And in places like this, you can go a little bit slower, because obviously you're not going anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Rear signal shoulder check. Here, let's do this. Let's do something crazy. This is called a 2-point reverse turn. They won't get you to do it on this side. In Maryland, you have to do that. So, actually, I'll do it right for you. A 2-point reverse turn is what they'll do, is they'll get you to come into the curb like this. So mirror signal shoulder check, pull over to the curb. They'll say back around the corner. It's basically back around the corner. It's a 2-point reverse turn. So basically just back up. Around the corner. And then you back up until you're straight. And then you go that way. That's it. That's a 2-point reverse turn. They might get you to do that, but not like that. Let me out! Don't forget this.
Oh yeah.
So we'll go left. So when you stop there and you can't see, make sure you go up nice and slow until you can see, and then go.
Okay.
And then we'll go right at the intersection. So now you can creep up. You don't have to stop. You can just kind of creep up. So after you stop at the right place completely, then you can treat it as a yield and you don't have to stop.
Okay.
Because you've already stopped.
We're just going straight? Or?
We're going to go right. So this is kind of the halfway point around the corner. That's when you want to start accelerating.
Okay.
change lanes to the left. Nice. And turn left here at the intersection. Nope, don't do that.
No? Oh, because there's the solid lines.
Yeah, that's a painted island.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's not clear to get in there, wait in the lane until the traffic moves forward and then move into the turning lane. Don't
Okay.
drive over that painted island. Rear signal shoulder check. You gotta move back to the right immediately. And they won't tell you that.
Okay.
As soon as you make the left on a multi-lane, move back over to the right. Unless they say, oh, we're going to turn left here at this intersection, then you don't. But otherwise, unless they tell you to turn left at a block or so, you just automatically move back over to the right.
Okay.
We'll turn right at the controlled intersection. That one's definitely too close.
Yeah. I don't know how close I am to like the middle. I think we're probably fine. I guess it didn't really matter.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
it's
could have just stayed over there. So stay top side. That way you have a better line of sight through the curves and get up there. Okay, so start accelerating. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Get your signal on to the left. No, focus on getting it up to 90. 90, let's go 90. There you go, shoulder check. And we move over. Okay, we're gonna get off of this first street here. Cancel your signal. Rear signal shoulder check. Don't slow down until you get in the lane. Right in, right in, right in. Slow down. Now slow down.
Just go right.
Nope, nope, we're going straight. Sorry. We'll go right at this intersection. So what we'll do on Sundays, we'll go for a drive on the highway,
Okay.
just in case they take you out on the highway.
I don't think they usually do. None of my friends have said that they take you on the highway. I also, when I went on it, they didn't.
Yeah. For the most part, they won't, but they could take you up past the college.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never gone 90 before. I think the fastest I've gone is like 80 or 70. It's really fast.
We'll go right at the controlled intersection. down, slow down. Remember, slow down in a straight line. Now go around the corner, off the throttle. Now right there, now accelerate. Left at the next controlled intersection.
Do you have to shoulder check if it's like a straight line like that?
Yep, shoulder check as you're coming up. So even here, shoulder check.
Okay.
Front tires on the front crosswalk line.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to wait. And then when you see your gap coming, then you move straight into the intersection. Okay, so is your gap there? No, there's a truck. Is there another one?
From what I can see so far. I see another one.
So now it's going to turn yellow. You're going to go on the yellow.
Okay.
Slow down. Now go. Straight. Make sure he's not stopping. Go. Okay, now if that happens to you in your driver's test, you got to clear that intersection.
Okay.
So don't pause, okay? Drive straight forward. When you're sure that that guy charged the yellow, right?
Yeah.
Straight forward. When you're sure that guy's either going through or going to stop, then go. But you did the right thing. You pulled in behind him, right?
Yeah. There's a school here?
Yep.
Huh.
It's kind of back in behind these houses here.
Sneaky.
My son went to kindergarten here. That's why I know it's there.
I just know there's a school here because of the sign.
Yep, that's it. See, it's right back in there.
Oh yeah.
Here's the back entrance. When I taught in Victoria, there was a school like that. It was buried back in behind the houses, and there was just a sign. And there was a school zone there, and you're like, why are we stopping here? So on that one, on the four-way stop, you don't really have to stop and look again. You just check the 4 points and make sure there's nobody there.
Okay.
Two-way, yes. Because at a two-way, you're meeting a major road where the traffic's not going to stop for you, right?
Yeah.
Whereas at a four-way, they got to stop. I mean, you're making sure that they're coming to a stop for sure, right? It's kind of like red light runners.
Yeah.
Making sure that they're not plowing through the four-way stop right at the controlled intersection. Nice. Go left here at this intersection.
No?
No, you go. You
Okay.
go.
Oh, is it a three-way stop there?
No, four-way.
Oh. Wait, there's 4 turns.
Turn right at this intersection.
I think Robert took me up here. Not entirely sure though.
He probably did. This is right in the area of the test center. Left at the next intersection. Should be right here. So make sure you get that shoulder check in half a block before.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go around to the right here. Oh, there's another interesting road user. I'm going to go to the pub.
When, right?
Yeah, we'll go left. Actually, sorry, we'll go up to the next one and go right.
Okay.
Actually, where that red car came out was the one I'm looking for. I know where I am now. I live up here.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? Yeah. But I usually walk. I'm not usually sitting in the passenger seat. Right at the controlled intersection.
Does he go first or I go first?
You go first. If they pause like that and you're making a right, they're making a left, so it's first person to arrive, person on the right, but the person on the right, it's not going to happen. If two vehicles arrive at the same time, then somebody's going to pause and let the other person go. Straight through overturning, and then right turning traffic over left turning traffic.
Where does that school zone end? Oh, right there.
Yep. Actually, that's a playground zone.
Oh.
So playground zones with those goofy signs are sun up to sundown,
Oh.
whereas school zones are only 8 to 5.
And on the 1 weekdays too. But
Yeah, and only when school is in session, right? Whereas those playground signs, every day, sunrise to sunset,
where am I gonna come out? They're roundabout.
straight through.
Okay.
Yeah, so you already know that the school zone for Barstow here is on this road and on the other road up on the other side there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Before my test, I'll go scan out just in case. Again. Can't be too safe.
So scan the railway crossing. We'll go right at this intersection. So as soon as you put your signal on, shoulder check.
Okay.
Now you can turn on a red,
Oh yeah.
as long as you give way to all other pedestrians. And again, kind of sneak around the corner, right? Go right here. Shoulder check. And then shoulder check right now. Okay, as soon as you put that signal on, you're shoulder checking.
Okay.
And then immediately before you make the turn, we're going to go left. Left at the controlled intersection. Yeah, so see, there's the school zone sign right there.
Yeah.
And we'll go left at this intersection. Right at at the intersection. Nice, nice. Slow down, shoulder check, and then turn. And then right here, accelerate.
Am I accelerating too hard, or is that okay?
A little bit, but not too
Okay.
much, okay? And then here's the pedestrian crosswalks, right, that got you the last time.
Yeah.
So just scan that left at this intersection. Nice.
I'm touching on the accelerator.
Yeah, big improvement from last time. Big improvement.
I still need to work on it, but yeah, thank you.
Driving's one of those things that you're always going to be working on. There's things I'm always working on.
I gotta work on the turn.
We're going to turn left at the controlled intersection. Okay, so let off the throttle, let off. Oh, he let off for you. See, if you put your signal on, they'll help you out.
Yeah.
And then left. Right in as soon as it starts. Nice. Stop, 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 stop. Keep that.
Yeah.
That's crucial. If you want to do defensive driving after you get your license, if you keep anything, this is the one thing. Always stop back so you can see the tires on making clear contact with the pavement.
I don't think that guy can fit in here with his trailer.
You can't. And that's not your deal. Right? The lane's there's only so much space.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that the other day. It's tough because there's so much pressure driving to hurry up and go, right?
Yeah.
Get closer, hurry up and go. And defensive driving is almost the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, take your time with him. Yeah, Robert caught me for, there was this one intersection I was waiting for cars to go by, so it was perfectly clear, and he said I waited too long.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll get you for being overly cautious as much as being too aggressive.
Yeah. During my test, am I allowed to scratch my face if I need to?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. And this is tell us.
It was just a new sound. I was kind of looking around to figure out what it was.
Yeah, I never hear that either because our phone never connects to it.
The buggy's not that high tech, so.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to turn right at the next intersection. Straight.
Sweet. I've never been straight, so it's a really cool sequence. Actually, I think my uncle's been through here once with me in the car, but.
intersection.
If it's perfectly open, do I have to still wait the 3 clicks to go in?
Actually, when it goes from 1 to 2, you want to stay right to the right and just kind of, you want to mirror signal shoulder check, but you kind of want to drift into that, just stay tight to the right.
But like if I'm just like on a normal like 2-lane road and I'm in like the middle of it, but there's no other cars around, do you have to wait the three signal?
Yes.
Okay.
Just develop that habit. And again, you got to merge here. So mirror signal shoulder check.
I gotta get used to sitting back.
Just relax.
Yeah. Does it matter on the test at all? Like,
Oh, if you're a little bit more relaxed, it's tough because you know there's a lot of pressure, right?
yeah.
Somebody's sitting there writing on a clipboard going, "Arr." You're like, I just want to pass, please.
That's probably like one of the most stressful tests you ever take in your life, isn't it?
Especially your first one, right?
Yeah.
Like I've probably done like 10 driving tests. Go right. You know, when I went and did my driving instructor's license in Ontario, I had to go back and do the driving test again for the G. And, you know, I took a 5-speed manual transmission. You know, I'm driving a manual. They were like, do this, do that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But, you know, by that point, I'd been driving for, how old was I? I'd probably been driving 15 or 18 years by that point.
I've been driving for like a year.
Yeah.
Kind of.
When you've got that. But, you know, don't get me wrong. I mean, doing my driving instructor's license was a lot of work because I had to completely change how I drove.
Yeah. Hello. Man, this is a steep road.
It is. This is the backside of Middleton Mountain.
This would be fun to go down my one wheel. Hills aren't actually that bad on the one wheel. Like because it balances you. All the like going uphill, downhill.
Right.
It feels the exact same as going on flat ground. It's just you go a bit slower, or unless you're going downhill, you go faster. You can go faster. You don't have to.
Does it have a little electric motor on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has 2 horsepower.
I've done a couple of cycle tours, and I did one in Tasmania, and I thought it was hard on a bicycle. There was a guy on a unicycle cycling around Tasmania on a unicycle.
Have you ever seen mountain unicycling?
No, I can't say I have. That was crazy enough for me, this guy on a unicycle. Like, he had a guy on a support bike, like he had another guy with a bicycle behind him that was carrying all this stuff. But
Yeah.
still, and he had a brake on it too. We'll just head back to your place from here.
Sweet.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
And he said, yeah, you got to be kind of careful because just for the hills, right? He said, yeah, you got to brake a little bit.
Yeah, the mountain unicycles have like, they have a handbrake under the seat. I don't know how they work, but it looks really scary. My friends were texting me, they're like, wow, it's so funny that one of the first things you talked about was your one wheel. I think it took me like less than 2 minutes to start talking about it.
And here, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Just stop. It's your peers being goofy on a Friday afternoon.
They look like grade 8s or something. Just gotta open the window, throw water balloons at them. It's kind of weird that like a little tiny board like that can have 2 horsepower. I think golf carts have 3 horsepower.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's great for filming because like there's no hand controls. You can just you just lean. But like yeah, if you're just holding the camera, you can have both hands on the camera.
You should get a chest strap for your GoPro. You don't have a GoPro.
I had one, but I sold it.
See, that's what I want for this. That's my next thing is a chest harness. I've got the head harness, but it's too high.
Oh yeah,
for
actually, I own a chest strap for my GoPro. I never sold it.
Oh, you want to sell it?
Sure. Yeah, it's in my cupboard.
Definitely buy it from me.
It's one of the first generation ones, not the second gen.
As long as it'll work for this one, because the head one is like I want something because generally when I'm doing the truck and the pre-trip inspection and stuff, I've got my hands like it's like right at my hand level, whereas the head one is too high. So that and the audio thing was my next purchase, and a bag, of course, for my camera gear.
How big of a bag?
Yeah, like a backpack kind of style thing.
Yeah.
I bought one before, but it didn't work for some reason. I took it back, and then I never went back again.
Yeah, I love Peak Design backpacks. They're modular on the inside. They have a lifetime warranty, and they just have endless features. Like you can't fit stuff inside. You can just strap it to the outside of the bag. And it's also water resistant, and it's 100% recycled too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so just work on that shoulder check as soon as you put your signal on.
Oh yeah.
So basically what you're doing is you're mapping the intersection, and you're mapping other road users like that woman on the scooter,
Yeah.
cyclists, you on your one wheel, right? Coming up on the inside. So that first shoulder check is the mapping. It's like if there is a cyclist there, I've mapped them. I know where they are.
Yeah.
And then the second one is tracking them, right? Are they still in my path of travel? When I turn right, am I going to run over them?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're doing the first time is you're locating them. Like you're locating the intersection, and then you're locating the road juices around you and you're tracking them.
I like how it holds the brake, like once you let go of it.
Your 93 Accord will not have hill assist.
That's okay.
That's why driving the buggy would be like perfect for you. My girlfriend has a 2018 Volkswagen Golf. She gets in the buggy and she goes, "This thing is so hard to drive." Yeah, because it doesn't hold you on a hill, does it? It's a real manual transmission.